Hey, before we dive into this week's episode of Wars Wednesday, I just want to remind everybody we got an official sponsor, Print Pirate. The link to their Etsy store is down below. Make these awesome 3D printed tokens for your Star Wars Unlimited games. Also, some other cool Star Wars stuff like helmets, Christmas ornaments, and use code BoardBarista to get 25% off. Again, link down below. Hey, honey.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey everybody, it's your boy Fen chilling out with the boss man himself, Lando Calrissian. And yeah, no, I'm not going to dive through all of the new spoilers. I just want to talk about, like, Lando real quick. I was hopping on it because I wanted to talk about about Lando's version of the Falcon. But as I'm scrolling down through SWDB, here's Lando, and we got a cunning heroism. Flips on turn 4. So flips on the Sabine turn. Action is play a card using Smuggle. It costs 2 less. And then defeat a resource of your own. So you're losing a resource, but you're basically cheating out the smuggle, cheating the smuggle cost. And when you deploy him on his deploy side, he is a 2/5. And he has just the straight up action, does not cause him to exhaust himself. He can just straight up play a card using Smuggle. It costs 2 less, then you have to defeat the resource. So I think if it would have cost 2 less and you'd still be able to, like, stay on curve for resources, I think that would have been, like, a little bit too powerful. But the fact that you're just being able to cheat the Smuggle cost, the cool thing is on turn 4, you can use his starting side, exhaust it, play out one of your smuggled resources. You're gonna go down from 4 to 3 resources. You get a good smuggle card, cost 2. You'll be able to pay for it, put it out, and then you can flip him, put out another. Maybe if you got like something that you smuggle it and cost it for 0. I don't know, because that going down on that resource, I think it balances it, but it hurts it a little bit too much. But I think if they would have just let you keep the resources, it'd be way overpowered. Smuggle is going to be interesting in this game. It's going to be crazy. It's definitely going to be like, is this going to be SWDB? Is going to be Star Wars Unlimited's version of Dredge, where it's like you're letting me play cards not from my hand but also from my resource pile, cheating that whole thing, having it so people can't make you discard it. They can't really interact with your hand the way that they could with some other cards. They can't even know about it with a Viper Probe Droid. Is Lando going to be the Dredge deck? Is the Smuggle deck going to be that one that your opponent really can't handle? Because, especially like Echo is the one that lets you double its tech. So if you've got a Medal Ceremony, you've got tech in play, you've got Lando in play, you can do all this stuff. Lando, attack with Lando. He doesn't really have that much of an attack stat, but if you've got a Medal Ceremony that you resourced and are able to bring out with tech, because tech makes it from a 0-drop to a 2-drop. Lando makes it back to a 0-drop. He just blam out of nowhere, just pull off, rip off these nice, good, clean tricks coming out of your resource pile, and your opponent doesn't even know it's coming. I don't know. I think it might be good. It might be good. All right. A bunch of more stuff's gotten spoiled since I've talked about everything, but I just want to go down and talk about the Falcon. Where are you? There's Boba Fett's armor. Ah, yeah. All right, Millennium Falcon, Lando's Pride. So it still has the escape pod right here in between the docking mandibles in the photo. This is an upgrade escape pod that Lando installed in it. It is a 6-cost cunning heroism. It's a 5/5 underworld vehicle transport space unit. If you play it from your hand, it gains ambush, so you can't ambush with it if you smuggle it out, but its smuggle cost is exactly the same as its normal cost of 6 cunning heroism. And it's like, so Lando can get this out for 4. And that's really, like, you could play Lando, flip Lando, and just Falcon. Attack with Lando. Okay, I got my 5/5. Or you could just play it from hand and have 5/5 ambush. I mean, the regular Falcon, hands version of the Falcon is just a 3/4 that has ambush, and you can keep like bouncing it back to your hands. So you never, if it's like, oh, it took a bunch of damage. Okay, I'm gonna bring it back to my hand, so all that damage goes away, and I can replay it. I don't know. I mean, 5/5 ambush is good if you're playing from your hand. It's nice that you can, smuggle this out, get it even cheaper with Lando. I don't know if it's going to fully replace the version of the Falcon we have already, but I think there's some room for it, and I think it's definitely going to be interesting, the smuggle deck. All right, so that is the two things I wanted to talk about first, just because before I get over to the next thing I want to talk about, and that's Karabast. I have been checking this out. I've been watching a lot of gameplay of the stuff doing. I have not actually had a chance to sit down and play it myself to give it a full review, but this looks pretty good. Seen a bunch of other people talking about it online. I think I don't want to do the tabletop simulator because it's so crunchy and clunky, and you really got to like do a lot of the work yourself. This is fan made, has full rule support. You just play the cards, make the decisions you need to make, and it handles all the rules. You're not having to take the time to clarify with your opponent. It feels a lot like early MTGO. Like, let's bring up let's spectate in a game. Bringing this up, of course, it's got language support for English and French. Okay, that game actually got over with. It's got some game statistics afterwards. Looks really cool here. Looks like the Sabine player beat Han. Sabine only took 16. Like, you got your damage over here. You got your initiative. So if you want to pass, you can click pass. If you want to seize the initiative, you can seize the initiative. You got your space arena. You got your ground arena. You got your bases. It also keeps track of like how many resources you have available and how many you've used. You got everything you can click on. You got the discard piles. You got the decks. You got the cards in hand. You got a nice chat over here. The last card played is featured up in this corner. No, this looks really good and clean. The effects, the triggered abilities popping right up. You have to choose your options. Let's try to find a game that's currently going on so we can take a look at this. Let's check out these two Vader decks playing against each other real quick. Alright, we got the English selected. But yeah, you can definitely see if something has been exhausted, it will turn dark like this. Fifth Brother has, or if you've used epic action like Tarkentown, it will turn dark so you can't activate it again. Looks like this is... like he just used Vader's ability. Put the damage on. Yeah, it's pretty well. Somebody just played the Trooper Sentinel down there, yeah. Putting the shield on it. Oh, that's the Sentinel icon. Sorry, I keep thinking different stuff. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to play it myself, but every time something happens, a trigger ability, you'll get a little pop up over here. It looks really good. It feels like it's really intuitive. It's something easy to grok, and I definitely want to get some games in on Karabast. I don't want to sit here and just watch some other people play a game all night. But yeah, no, that's pretty much everything. Like, that's the key things I wanted to talk about this week on Wars Wednesday. It's not going to be a big. I don't want this week to be a big long week. I haven't played in a store showdown yet. I'm still working on trying to figure out which deck I want to run. Do I want to run Sabine? Do I want to run Chirrut? We got 2 tournaments between now and when. Well, while you're watching this, I'm probably playing at Go for Games. Go for Games, their store championship is not this Saturday, but next Saturday. So I've got this Wednesday at Wednesday at Go for Games. Sunday, gonna head over to the Save Point on the West Bank. Then Wednesday, back to Go for Games. I'm gonna probably bounce between decks at the different shops, just trying to figure out exactly what I want to play. Whoever's got the best record, I think is probably going to be the deck I'm going to run. It's probably going to be Sabine, just because I know the deck inside and out. And I've done some tweaks to the Chirrut deck. I've made it more of an aggro deck, so hopefully, maybe Chirrut's going to have some spice. But if Chirrut can't place in the prizes, yeah, we're definitely probably going to play Sabine. So I'll have more to talk about next week. Just wanted to look at some spoilers, talk about the Karabast. Like I said, I've been super busy with a bunch of stuff this week with work. Schedule has been crazy, so I haven't had a lot of time to actually play. I had to skip Wednesday night at Go for Games last week. Sunday was Mother's Day, so we were doing some stuff, and the shop decided they were going to take the day off, so I was just like, okay, I'll just keep doing stuff around the house. And yeah, so how's everybody else been doing? How's your week been going for Star Wars Unlimited? Let me know down in the comments down below, and I will see you next week. Peace.
Hey everybody, thanks for staying till the end of the episode. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on Facebook at Board Barista Productions. And if you want to support us, Patreon link at the bottom.